you live in the United States, you need to keep an eye on the company Flock, and you need to fight with them and make sure that they don't cement themselves in your city. Flock Safety specializes in surveillance. They have over 80,000 cameras across the United States. As you can imagine, right out the rip, that's already not great, right? The major investors into Flock are Andreessen Horowitz, I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that, Founders Fund, which was co-founded by Peter Thiel, Tiger Global Management, Matrix Partners, and Y Combinator. You see, when a big company swallows or acquires a little company, it just means that, oh, you're under our umbrella now. Technically speaking, these smaller companies can be told what to do by the parent companies. And it's really, really, really easy to kind of funnel and snake your way into stuff, backdoor style. A certain Reid Hoffman, who was a Y Combinator CEO, I believe, visited the island in 2014. I don't need to expand which one. And if one recalls correctly, Peter Thiel's Founders Fund and Volar Ventures gets money
from the Epstein estate
because Epstein invested into Thiel. You know who else invested into Flock Safety? Right? We're going back. I know this is a lot, but we're going to go right back to originally the problem, Flock Safety. Now, Sam Altman. That should sound familiar to you right now. That's the guy that found out Molotovs are quite scary. Well, what does he have to do with this? He indirectly threw funds towards Flock through Y Combinator. You know, one of the companies themselves founding Flock. Interestingly, Jake Paul also invested into Flock. This is where it starts to get slightly sticky. A more sobering thought is ICE has actually accessed these cameras in order to apprehend people. What gets sticky, however, is, interestingly, these people that invested into Flock, well, they have a relationship with Speaker of the House Mike Johnson. Peter Thiel, in fact, donated $852,200 to Johnson's Joint Funding Committee. Mark Andreessen, and Ben Horowitz, they both donated to the Congressional Leadership Fund with Johnson and met with him and others about AI and national security just this month. Sam Altman met with Mike Johnson in 2024. Now, why is all this important? Well, because one of the main advocates for FISA Section 702 is Mike Johnson. And in fact, Trump wants to expand on that program. Well, what is it? Section 702, first enacted in 2008, allows national security agencies to collect and review texts and emails sent to and from foreigners living outside the country without a warrant. If Americans are talking to a non-American target living abroad, their communications can get swept in too. And Trump, or rather the people kind of probably making decisions for him right now, wants to expand upon that. Wonder what you would want to expand it to. Perhaps anyone labeled under terrorist, which, if I recall, your definition of that is criticism of Israel or criticism of MAGA or Donald Trump in any shape, form, or fashion. But I digress. Oakland recently just decided to go ahead and enter a contract with Flock, despite the fact there's been community pushback on it. Unfortunately, this is quite similar to a certain country all of us were begging y'all to take a look at that was suffering. Drone surveillance was used to target Palestinians. And in Oakland, you walk around, you will find more Free Palestine stuff than anywhere else in the Bay. And it's so weird to me that there's such investment opportunity in Oakland. Seriously. And it's funny because all these guys have presence in the Bay Area in San Francisco with offices and warehouses and such. But not a single bit of that in Oakland. Oakland police are known to have issues with bribery and corruption. The previous mayor is up to bat for trial, I believe, this year over corruption and bribery. And the current mayor has had a history of making certain moves within companies and such that benefit her very much so. Going in line with certain policies, apparently. Incidentally, Mayor Lurie, the minute that he was pretty much inaugurated, JP Morgan came in and bought up 2 places. Yeah, the same bank tied to the island. I won't be saying which one. Money and logistics matters with these people. This is how you catch your corruption before it happens. But it's a bit late for that now, so what do? First things first, everyone right now needs to go double check and make sure that your city, your state, whoever, has not taken out a contract with Flock. And if they have, put on pressure to get rid of them now. And if you need argument or example on why, you need to do this and why you should, the mayor of Denver is actually moving to end the relationship with Flock over privacy concerns. Sometimes it's baby steps, and these oligarchs are looking to seize control over surveillance and make sure that they can keep their eyes upon us 24/7. We have officially scared them now. Understand that we are now working with very scared animals, okay? Methodically, carefully. Play chess, not checkers.